NFC against the AFC, really the matchup, one of the matchups yesterday.
Yeah.
Cowboys, Patriots, and New England finds a way to win.
Right.
13-9. And to set this one up, let's take a listen to what Jerry Jones, Cowboys owner, had to say about his coaches and how they were outcoached yesterday.
Yep.
On a sloppy day, special teams can rule the day, and they've got a coach that knows how to play this game and did a good job of that. My hat's off to him. I don't think there's a game that a coaching staff has areas that it couldn't do better in, and I just don't like it that we've got so many as I'm standing here tonight.
All right, the emotion of a tough loss, or I'm going to send a message and I know exactly how I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Which one do you think it was?
I think he's sending a message here. I don't think this is emotion. I think he's like at his wit's end, and he's
his wit's end. They're in first place.
Yeah, I get it. But he's also going away. This is game number 11, and it's the 11th game in a row where I have the more talented team on the football field, and we're just over 500.
Wait a second. The other team has Tom Brady and the best defense in football, and he had more talent?
Yeah. I won't even bat an eye at that conversation. I mean, first off, Dak Prescott or Tom Brady is a very close conversation. I'd probably go with Dak Prescott at this point of his career, okay?
Really?
Yeah. I'm not trying to be a hater on Tom Brady. Tom Brady's 42, okay? Dak Prescott has played unbelievable football. You know, we saw it last week. We saw it the week before. He's been doing some really special things. So we can't take away from that. Running back, you're giving to Dallas. Offensive line, Dallas. Defensive line, Dallas. The only thing you're definitely giving New England is secondary, and it's not like Dallas is bad in the secondary.
So that's a game they should have won?
Well, I'm not saying they should have won.
If they're more talented.
Well, yeah, they should have. Yeah. And then I just watched the film. They should have won the game. They should have. Yeah, but they don't know how to coach their team the right way.
It's also it's tough to out New England in New England perfect weather.
Well, yeah, I get that too. Well, this is part of coaching too. Did Dallas not read the weather report all week? I mean, did Dak Prescott not know they were going to play in a monsoon? I got to just go verbatim here. We're going to do Cowboys O versus Patriots D, all right? I'm literally going to read my notes, all right? That's just the way I'm going to do this
I tried to do that earlier, but it's too little.
I was. It's too little, and I was starting to get so fed up in this. I started reading fast, cursive. And I was going crazy. Right. So here we go. It's little things when you play New England. Like the first drive. It's 2nd and 6. He throws a perfect ball over the middle to Blake Jarwin. What the Blake? Turn up. Get the first down. Blake decides all of a sudden he's gonna dance around and make somebody miss. Oh, you know what happened? He didn't get the first down. Now it's 3rd and 1. Okay, it's 3rd and 1. You're the Dallas Cowboys. You have 5 franchise offensive linemen.
And the highest paid running back.
And Zeke Elliott, who's made for 3rd and 1.
Yeah.
The Patriots have 2 defensive linemen on the field, and we're going to try to throw a play, okay? And so I wrote this. It's 3rd and 1. Pats have 2 D linemen in the game. I wrote run the ball, and then I go gonna run the play, and then they run the play that they run 10 times a game for the last 10 years. I mean, they ran a play that. It was the first play Bill Belichick taught his defense this week. I promise you. It is.
Which play?
It is a shallow cross followed by a slot slant, right? And then the outside guy runs a go or a post, whatever you want. This is what they do. This is the Jason Garrett, Norv Turner, when Jason Garrett was the quarterback for Norv Turner and the Dallas Cowboys. It's their special. So I just wrote that. I went, man, so they've run this play 10 times a game for the last 10 years. I wrote, are you f***ing kidding me, okay? That's verbatim for what I'm writing. All right, and then I wrote, so far, 24 versus 89. That's what it is. It's just man-to-man. The Patriots didn't do anything crazy coverage-wise.
Right.
They played man-to-man, and they played some snaps of cover, too. That's all they did, okay? I wrote Dak. Here he is. He's lost control out of 2 of the first 5 throws of the game. I wrote Gilmore's patience at the line of scrimmage is phenomenal because that's very hard to do against Amari Cooper. And then I wrote Cowboys' run game
is working. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, every time they run it up the middle, it's 4 yards, it's 5 yards. I said, now, you know, I did say Pat's size and ferociousness, I think, surprises everyone. Blake Jarwin caught a ball over the middle and got whacked by a bunch of guys. He fumbled. He ended up recovering it, so that was good. But now I get later in, and this is the theme of the game. The theme of the game is 3rd and short, and this is where Dallas blew the game, in my opinion. It's 3rd and 2. Guess what? 2 D linemen in the game, okay? 2 D linemen in the game, okay? I wrote Pats would run the ball. They wouldn't even think about it if they were on the side. Dak throws a shallow cross after a bad snap that goes into the air, right? And he throws it, and first off, the protection's great. He picks up the ball, and he panics and throws the ball to Amari Cooper in a shallow cross and throws it 4 feet behind him.
Right.
Interception.
Yeah.
So now you have a block punt and interception. The Pats offense can't do anything, but they're up 10-0.
Right.
They're up 10-0.
It's almost like he was surprised that wasn't whistled dead, or
I don't know what
treated
he
it
was
like
doing.
like a wasted play.
If he just sat in the pocket and went to his next read, he's going to have an in-cut behind it for a first down. He's got it. But he does that. So here we go, 10-0 Pats. All right, now, I write after this, it's a monsoon, and there's 2 D linemen on the field, and you have Zeke and a franchise O-line at all 5 positions for the second time, okay? They decide that was the play they did. That was a 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3 when he threw the interception.
Right. Yep.
What are you doing? Okay, so then I write, so far, when they run downhill, it's 4 yards every time. I'm sorry for all the swears today, but this way you get me.
Your dad would not be happy. Yeah.
And then I wrote, guess what? Next drive, crushing in the run game. You know what? It's 3rd and 2. What do? There's 2 D linemen on the field. Sprint left option they run. After they've just run down the field and smashed their faces in, they run sprint left option, and Dak misses the throw. Again, it's in a monsoon. You'd think you would want to rely on the run game, especially today. Now, I wrote, see above, as in like they have 5 franchise offensive linemen and Zeke, okay? Now, Dak puts the glove on because he's missed like 5 or 6 throws. It's 6:46 in the second quarter. We're going to put the glove on. We've had 100 warm-up throws, and now maybe 10 to 15 game throws, and now we're putting the glove on. Now we realize it was hard to grip. I'm annoyed.
You think someone should have told him?
Yes, or he needs to tell himself. I don't know what was going on there. But, I mean, WTF, I wrote after that. It's 6:46 in the second quarter, WTF.
It's not like it started raining then. I mean, you either know going into a game, I'm comfortable in a glove, or I'm not, because that is a glove game.
It's a glove game.
If you're comfortable doing it, that's the day.
Exactly right. Brady doesn't wear a glove.
Right.
He doesn't have to. This isn't Brady's first rodeo in New England weather in November. He's good. Dak's played down in Dallas. It's a half dome. They don't get games like this. Go with what's safe in this game. Okay, next drive. You know what happens? They get a 3rd and 4. You know what they did?
Did they run it?
They ran it up the middle. And guess what?
First down.
Yeah! First down. Holy shit! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Yes! Okay. So I'm writing, New England's not doing crazy things. They do man coverage or 2-deep zone so far. But first play of the second half, okay, and then that's it. So there I go. And then I just go into, Zeke missed, I thought, a chance for the first play of the second half. Anybody who wants to pull up that play and watch it over again? If he makes a cutback, he's going to run for a 30-yard gain. His vision has been an issue with me all year. I just wanted to point that out. And then they get into the second, 3rd down of the half, and it's 3rd and 3. And guess what?
Did they pass it?
There's 1 D lineman in the game this time, just 1.
Wow.
And they throw it. Yeah. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Were you watching this game by yourself?
I was
jumping up and down.
I was sitting right in here just doing the film.
Yeah.
Now, when we watched it yesterday in the viewing room, I go, and again, we're trying to watch different things. We're getting ready for a show. But I even said to the guys, I feel like they're running the ball on them. Like, am I missing something? But they went into it with the old Dallas mantra. This is my issue with their coaching staff. We're going to do what we do. Oh, no. How about you do what you got to do to win a game, like New England does, always. New England doesn't care about sex appeal.
Right.
Oh, it's the Super Bowl against the Rams? Yeah, it's the most boring Super Bowl in the history of Super Bowls.
Yeah.
But we're going to do whatever we got to do to win the game. And we felt like the best way was to make it an ugly defensive game, and we'll win 13-3, and Brady will make some big throws in the end, and we'll win the game.
First time you pounded the table here, actually, during the show.
Right.
At this point, are you most mad at Kellen Moore or Jason Garrett for not fixing this?
This is both of them.
During the game.
This is both of them. I mean, honestly, I got to throw it on Jason first. He's got to be the bigger man as the head coach to go, hey, Kellen, let's run it here.
Lean on the
Let's run it on here. Belichick would get McDaniel's ear. Hey, this is a rundown. It's 3rd and 2. They got 1 D line and run it. just run it here. I like what we're doing so far. Let's not take a chance. It's messy and rainy and it's 30-mile-per-hour winds.
Right.
It's a monsoon. I mean, that's basically the bottom line. So I just don't get it. And then, to end it all, the worst thing of all, more than anything, is the kicking the field goal, the 13-6.
Yeah.
That just made no sense at all. And I don't know any other way to say it. But it's 13-6.
About halfway through the fourth quarter.
There's like 6 minutes left.
You might not get another. There's a very good chance that you're not going to have another real possession.
Well, I mean, but the way the game was, Patriots haven't driven the ball all game. They got 10 points off of 20-yard drives.
Right.
So, well, what's to make you think all of a sudden they're going to run the clock out? They've done nothing to show that they're going to do that. If you don't get it, they're going to have 1st and 10 from their own 7-yard line.
Right.
Great. Let them have it, right?
Yeah.
But you go for the touchdown there. That was a bonehead decision.
And you said that at the time, too, right?
Yes. Yeah. I couldn't believe it. I just could not believe it. Now, it was great for all the people betting out there. Cover the spread. It's 13-9.
Right.
But it meant nothing. What changed about it? The Cowboys still had to go down and score a touchdown the next drive. So it did nothing for you. You go for it right there. And, what changes there on a 3rd and 7, it's a 3rd and 7, and they got the first down. It wasn't even 3rd and goal. Yeah. So they could have got a first down. But, again, 3rd and 7, run the ball up the middle. Get yourself into 4th and 3, 4th and 2. Who knows? You might get a first down.
Right. Yeah.
Right. You score a touchdown, and who knows? You might stop New England and get the ball back in a short field, and the field goal is going to win the game. I just did not agree with the approach to the game. So I guess is what I'm saying is I'm seconding Jerry Jones and his cryptic talk on the coaching.
Right.
Yeah, I had an issue with it yesterday.
I don't want to say done a 180 on what Jerry said afterward, but I mean, you have pointed out, something that, it's as ex-quarterbacks, as soon as they come on the air, you're like, oh my God, I'm happy it's not me out there having to throw the ball today. That looks miserable. And you have the offensive lineman, you have Zeke.
But they're just going to keep going
we're
going to throw it. It's 3rd and 3.
You bring up impassioned, very good points
about
that game. I do not agree that the owner of the team in first place should come out and point his finger at his coaching staff for not doing very well.
Yes. Hey, listen, he's the only owner in football that would do it.
If you're 4-8, that's one thing.
Right.
Your team's in first place. You got beat by the defending champs on a perfect day for how the defending champs play. They've been winning these kind of games for 15 years. So, sure, they probably should have won the game.
Yeah.
However, you walk out of there the best team in your division. And your message is, I'm not too sure about my coaching staff.
I get you. But I just think he's at his wit's end. It's par for the course for Jerry Jones. Okay, this is what he does. He's the only owner in football that holds the State of the Union after a game. So this is what he does. Well, and this is what he does. But I also think, him and his sons are going, man, we've done everything to put a really quality roster together. We kind of just went through it. And we could really say the only 2 positions we would go, okay, if you want to take Brady over Dak Prescott, fine, I got no problem with that. In the rain, I'll take him all day, obviously.
Yeah.
Brady was throwing piss missiles everywhere, through the rain, through the wind. Didn't matter.
Touchdown to Harry.
Yeah, it was a great throw. He had a number of other great throws that changed field position. So the stats aren't going to really quantify the greatness of Brady like this. Right.
A couple really good balls.
This is why Brady's special, too.
Yeah.
Like, people want to nitpick Brady or Drew Brees, and they're both going for the touchdown pass record right now. To me, there's no comparison. Tom Brady's got to play 3 months a year in this weather and this crap.
Yeah.
He's going to get into December and January, and he's going to go outside. He's going to have to throw the ball in 10-degree weather and things like that. Drew Brees has a reputation for not even being able to play good outside, let alone play in some of those elements. So, Brady's greatness and New England and everything, they just play to win the game. They don't care what the final stats say or anything like that. But the big thing is the Jones family, I'm sure, is at their wits' end because they feel like they have spent a ton of money and they've done a great job scouting of really putting together a team of Adonises. Yeah. They're a team of Adonises.
He should have called out then the play calling, not the special teams. I mean, Slater made it an unbelievable play.
Yes, he did.
Didn't really have anything to do with what the Cowboys were or were not doing on special teams.
Well, I think they schemed them, though, a little bit. If you look at it, they had one more guy over there than the blockers.
A phenomenal individual effort, I
thought.
thought.
Yeah, well, it was a great effort. There's no doubt about that. But they schematically had them in a tough bind. And again, Bill's an ex-special teams coach.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. And they still got Joe Judge up there. And there's no stone unturned.
But if he was in the mood for calling out, with everything you just pointed out the last 10 minutes, why not say, I'm paying that guy more than any running back in the league.
Yes.
On this kind of day, why didn't he get the ball?
Well, I think the other thing too is the short short kickoffs that Dallas kept letting bounce, and then they got bad field position. You know, so I think those things, it was all those where he kept going, what the freak is going on? Can somebody come up there and catch it? So
did you hit your limit? You can't say it anymore?
I don't know. I just tried to. I tried. My dad came into my head there for 1 second.
Before we move on, Patriots offense.
Yeah.
We talked about it a little bit.
Right.
Brady making some pretty good throws in the rain. Anything else on the New England O?
No, I mean, hey, it was tough work. The Dallas D's good. I think the big thing is Brady made some big throws in the elements. That would be one thing. I mean, he's amazing that way. And that's why New England is believer of quarterbacks they have a certain size, you know, height, weight, speed, hand size element where they won't draft you because they know they're going to have to play in some games like this up in the Northeast this time of the year. And Brady is amazing that way. He was really unaffected by that. He played smart. He really made no bad decision all day. I don't care what the stats say. He did exactly what he had to do to help win that game. And, you know, they were a little unlucky too. I mean, I wrote down, I don't even know if you saw it, but like 27, Jordan Lewis, you know, he held Julian Edelman 7, 8 times on a crucial pass plays, and they didn't call it. And I even wrote in my notes, like, you know, this is one thing I really respect about Edelman and the Patriots. Like, they don't get up and, like, look for flags or complain or anything. He kind of, like, looks at the ref like, you don't want to call that? The guy just, like, I mean, pulled my jersey off.
Yeah.
But he doesn't, like, go crazy and, like, start throwing things like that. They keep playing. They keep playing, and it goes back to WWBD, what would Belichick do? And that's what he would do. He would tell his teams to shut the up and stop begging to the refs and just keep playing football.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.